This was personal. The moment a British GP confronted the German doctor who had killed his father. Even though Dr. Ubani had failed some exams, he still managed to work in the NHS. But he was incompetent and couldn't speak good English.
People can just go and work in different countries, which sounds fine, but in professions like the medical profession, unless you've got equivalent qualifications and experience, then that's very dangerous unless you actually check the standards of the doctors, as has been shown by this doctor who was incompetent and killed my father.
New research backs up Dr. Gray. It says there is a performance gap between UK and international medical graduates. The most recent figures show that of 669 doctors who were struck off or suspended in the previous 5 years, 420 of those had trained abroad. That's over 60%. The focus is now on the basic tests that doctors take.
Those doctors who get through that basic exam, who come from overseas, find it more difficult later on to pass the more difficult specialist exams. We could, for example, set a national exam which would be sat by both overseas doctors and doctors from this country, and they both have to pass exactly the same hurdle.
Black Country Community Radio Hospital requests for Russell's Hall Hospital.
This is where they hear what the patients really think.
To me, that is of paramount importance that those doctors are qualified enough to say whether your child is fine or not, or deal with it if they're not fine. That doesn't even enter your head. You go in there expecting the very best level of care.
And normally it is delivered, and that's often thanks to doctors and nurses from overseas.
Foreign doctors are extremely important because 1 in 3 doctors working in this country are qualified abroad. Without these doctors' tremendous contribution, NHS wouldn't be where it is today. So foreign doctors, we got to make sure foreign doctors are looked after very well when they come to NHS.
For some, this will always be wrapped up in politics and immigration. But for most medics and patients, it's about the safety of the people who rely on the NHS. Tom Parmenter, Sky News, in the West Midlands.